Hey guys, Ricky Thompson from Stint Analyzer here. I was going to talk to you about a new feature that's coming up in Stint Analyzer. But before we do, if you are watching this video, please subscribe to the channel and maybe give it a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. But just be nice if you would, that way we can try to grow the channel, get more information out about Stint Analyzer. Also, you'll see the ads that are scrolling across the top here. If you click on those, it'll take you to like Christian's Discord, it'll take you to my Facebook, whichever ad's showing. You click on it, it'll take you to their webpage. It's got some podcasts in there, some setup helps and things like that. People that would just provide free things to the community. Just thought it'd be a nice way to pay tribute to them for their contribution as well. And so visit them, and maybe there's something there that you like, and just support them as well. Alright, so new feature is basically revolving around setups. In the past, you've been able to compare two setups. So you can right click on it and view setup, or you can click two setups and click the little wrench icon to compare two side by side. There used to be a options thing here to say save setup, but this has now been moved over here to the Stint Analyzer configuration. Also, while I'm here, make sure and check out some of these things on these tabs. You can customize Stint Analyzer to do certain things. So you know that maybe there's some things that you want to hide, or like if you don't want to see this many buckets, just put a 0 in it and it'll take that bucket off. But we're going to go to the export tab. There's two new options. Remember I said there used to be an options to save setup? Well, this has now been moved here. It should automatically come over, but depending on if you jump from one version to like several versions in the future, this might not get checked for you anymore. So there's two different things. There's a soft copy and there will be a hard copy. I might change that to say hard copy before I release this. But basically, the soft copy is what we've always had, where we can compare two setups. The hard copy will actually be the STO file, so I'll be saving that now. And also, while I'm here, if you ever see a YouTube icon, you can click on that and I'll take you to the YouTube video. Alright, so along with the saving of the setups, I've now also password protected it. So you can see, for example, I put password 3 here. The only requirements really on the password is it's got to be at least 4 characters long. So you know, that's the only requirement. And what this does is, if you send your Stint Analyzer data to someone else, they have to know your password to be able to see any of your setup information. So they'll still be able to see tires, tire pressure, tire wear, things like that, but they won't be able to see shocks and springs and that kind of thing. Also, remember, if you're doing the save a soft copy of the setup, there's a setting in the app INI file, and that's covered on stintanalyzer.com under the FAQ section that you have to set. I think it comes defaulted to being on, but if you have turned it off, I won't be able to see this the soft copy anyway. So if you don't want your setup saved in any of them, just uncheck them both, and so that's up to you. Alright, so this first stint I ran, I didn't have any password on it, so you can see I can just do view setup and it'll show me that. Alright, let's do it on the second one. I had a password set as password 2, and you can click the eye icon to show it if you want to. Click submit and it shows it. So if I come over here and do view setup and I do 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to tell me invalid password. It will not let me see it until I get the right password. So let's say we do 2 of these and we want to compare them. It's going to say, alright, it goes in order, it goes from top to bottom, so it's going to say what's the password for the second stint. And so I have to key in that password before I can compare those two setups. Alright, so this last one was ran with password 3, which was our default password. So I'll have no problems with that one being able to view it because it matches our password. So you can have that's one thing I didn't really say over here. The password can be blank as well as, but if you put something in, it must be 4 digits. So last thing on here. So if you double click on the setup, let me do it on the second one here, or on the Stint, you'll see this new save setup button. You click save, it'll come up and ask you what you want to save it as. If you don't want to name it as the same name, whatever, you can change the name down here to version 7, but we're just going to save it. You're going to click yes, and it's going to say what's the password. It ain't going to let us save it until we know the password. So we put in 1 2 3 4, it's going to tell us it's invalid. If we do password, whoops, I spelled it wrong, password 2, it's going to say setup saved, and that'll be saved into our folder. You'll notice here it's documents, iRacing setups, and it'll go to the street stock folder. So it's going to automatically detect where that setup's supposed to go. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Again, I just encourage you to try a few things. Someone didn't know about the add friend. Add friend basically sorts all their friends up to the top, and also if you're using the Discord stuff, it will it'll add that to the Discord messages saying your friend. If a friend's in your race, it'll say he's in position, whatever, in the Discord messages and things like that. Also, there's like driver profile. If you click that, that's going to take you to the iRacing webpage to that driver. Another thing I added that not a lot of people notice, but if you have a session ID down here at the bottom, you can click on it at the end of a session and it'll bring up the results. Also, last thing, anytime you see the new, that means there's a new version available. This is a development version, so it's just showing that automatically, but this version should be out in the near future. But I do have several videos out. If you will, just go to my page. There is a playlist called Stint Analyzer, and it shows anything that I've done videos on. Alright guys, again, hit the subscribe button, join us on the Facebook page, and visit some of these other guys out and give them a little look over and see maybe there's something there that you're interested in. Alright, thanks guys. See you at the next one.